Hey again. Welcome to Savvy Health and Wellness Yoga at Home. My name is Benett. If we have not yet had the pleasure, welcome. This week I'd like to talk or work a little bit on breath work. So often in asana practice, through these movements, through these poses, whether it's a really strenuous one or a more relaxing practice, it's somewhat glossed over the importance that breath plays in the practice. And if you're familiar with my classes, you'll know that I cue breath a lot, but this week I just thought we'd work on how to breathe. And it sounds somewhat obvious or trivial, but we really don't talk about it that much, and for that reason can be a little underwhelming, the amount that we know about actually getting into the breath. So we're going to start in a seat. And I'm sitting up on a block. I really like for breath work to be seated up tall, hips above my knees, so it's not a strain if I'm cross-legged. It's not too much effort to hold myself up. I just like to sit up tall. Take a moment to loosen up your neck, maybe rolling your head around nice and easy. Little movement in your shoulders, around your spine, all the way down across your hips. Just making a nice open section of the torso to be able to breathe completely. And first things first, just sit and take account of where your breath is today. Nothing special. Just allow your breath to come in and out naturally. Start to lengthen out inhales and exhales. Continue bringing a slight constriction to the back of the throat, just to give an audible quality to the breath and sound like waves in the ocean. If your eyes are closed, go ahead and flutter them back open. Bring both hands up long to the ceiling or the sky above you, and interlace your fingers above. And I know usually I cue in keeping all of this tucked in and nice and aligned, but just start by reaching your arms away. Let everything splay out. Let the spine become long. Shoulders come up next to your ears. Just getting a nice stretch on all sides of the torso. And start to take your hands over to the right. Keep pressing your left hip down to the left, so you have active opening across your left side. Just a few rounds here. And then gently back through center and take your hands over to the right. Keep pressing your right hip down to the right. A few rounds to open up the right side. Gently back through center. Add just a little bit of back bend. Look to your hands. Start to lean back just a little bit. It's your first one. Go nice and slow. When you exhale, release your hands down. Take a little movement in your shoulders and your chin and your neck. Nice. Now, interlace your hands at your low back behind you. And start with a couple of shoulder rolls up toward your ears. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and roll them down your back. And continue a couple times like that. Nice and slow, just opening up across the chest, across the shoulders and your upper back. And start to keep your hands clasped together. Start to draw your fingers down toward the mat, your shoulders together, your shoulder blades together, and then down behind you. So you lifting your sternum up toward your chin. Keep a slight tuck with your chin down toward your chest at the same time. See about breathing upward with your chest. So each inhale, you feel your sternum lift toward your chin. Each exhale, hands a little bit closer to the ground. Again, slow and steady, complete inhales, complete exhales. And gently release. Again, a little movement in your shoulders and your spine, your rib cage. Right, now take your hands back up overhead. Bring them down in front of you. Stack your right elbow inside your left. Nice. And you can bring either backs of your hands together or palms to meet all the way around. And start by lifting your elbows. Press your hands gently away from your face. Now we're opening up the upper back in between your shoulder blades. Now some new space there now. See if you can breathe there. Each inhale, shoulder blades draw apart. Each exhale, settle in. Keep lifting your elbows gently, pressing hands away from your face. One more in. On the exhale, release, unwind. Shake your hands out, roll your shoulders, move your head side to side. And then both hands up. This time stack your elbows the other way. Left elbow inside your right. Options for your hands, maybe backs of the hands, maybe palms all the way around. Lift your elbows, press hands gently away from you. And again, settle right into breathing between your shoulder blades. Slow, steady breaths with intention. And one more in. Long exhale. Begin to unwind, release again, a little movement in your hands, your shoulders, your neck. Rest your hands down by your sides or at your lap, somewhere where they'll be comfortable. Again, sit up tall, lifting your chest toward your chin ever so slightly, and your chin down toward your chest at the same time. And see with each inhale, you can find a little more space with your diaphragm moving down into the belly region. Complete exhales. All the way back out, navel in toward your spine. Again, inhale, fill up completely. Exhale completely, navel toward your spine. One like that, as slow as you can make it. And exhale completely. Nice. Now bring the awareness to the sides of your body, along your ribs, along your obliques. And see if with each inhale, these next few rounds, you can expand laterally, each side. You flare your side ribs out. Again, inhale through the sides. And depending on how into your breath work you are, how much you have practiced, this might be mostly your imagination working here, moving your breaths to the sides of your body. And that's okay. But the intention is there. And once more, really expanding through the rib cage out to your sides. And a complete exhale. All right, now we're going to work front to back. And see about, with each inhale, expand your chest forward, your back back. See how much room you can create front to back. On the inhales, reaching your belly forward. And your upper back expands. One more like that, front to back. All right, we've done our side to side, we've done front to back. Now each inhale, get a little more length in your spine, a little more room in your torso. Exhale, bring it back in. And this may mean you move up with your sternum and your shoulders a little bit more on your inhales. And then drawing up on your pelvic floor on your exhales. And once more, slow and steady as you can make it. Nice. I'm going to put all those together, the side to side, the front to back, the up and down. Maybe even close your eyes to let your imagination work with you. Each inhale, full expansion, front to back, side to side, up and down. Gentle exhales, expanding, retracting, from each direction. And keep going like that. Steady in, steady out. And you may hear some teachers in a meditation or a yoga or a breath practice talk about belly breaths. And you may say to yourself, wait, but your lungs are up here in the top of the chest and the back. What does it have to do with the belly? The idea here is that you're using all of the muscles in your torso, all the sides, back muscles, your abdominal wall, to expand, to make that space in your torso. And although your lungs don't reach down into your belly area, your belly will expand to create that space. See if you can work with that. All of the muscles around the trunk. Take one more just like that. Fill all the way up. Push it all the way up. And then sit up tall. Let your natural breath come back in. See how it's changed. See how it's different. Now I thought I'd throw in a little pranayamic breath exercise here at the end. And if at any time it makes you uncomfortable with something you might feel, maybe like lightheadedness or a little bit too much breath work going on, feel free to pause at any time. It's something you work slowly into. And if you're interested for more, you can check out this guy on YouTube. Is Wim Hof. Wimhoff, Wim Hof. He's known as the Iceman. He does a lot of breath work. If you're familiar, good for you. But it starts by pumping the breath in and out. Now you can start slowly, gentle in, gentle out, with that pace. You can start just like that. And typically we go 30 rounds of that. So if at any time it makes you a little too lightheaded, or you're starting to see the spots, or you feel a little woozy, just calm down, come back to your normal breath. If you'd like to speed it up a little bit, things can get a little heated in the belly even when you make it a little bit faster. And you take 30 rounds, whether you're going slow or fast. At the end of your 30, a full breath in all the way to the top and hold. Gentle hold, relax your face, relax your neck, relax your shoulders, still holding your breath nice and gentle. Just become aware of what happens. You pump the breath, you oxygenate, then hold. You might start to feel your heartbeat. You might become hyper aware of the sounds around you. You might become hyper aware of the thoughts that come up. And when you're done, you're done. Gently you release it all the way out. And hold right at the bottom. No air. And when you reach the end of that ability, just let the breath come back in gentle. So that's the sequence. Typically you do that 3 times all the way through if you're interested. If not, it's not necessary for breath work. It's just something fun and interesting you can put there in the end of your breath work. It's 30 rounds of pumping the breath. A long hold with the full breath in, and then let it all the way out. Hold as long as you can, no breath. I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Would love to hear your feedback. If you give Savvy feedback, if you're at any of the corporate sites, let the Savvy Health and Wellness team know. I would love to hear about progress. We have plenty of other videos in here, yoga, workouts, tips and tricks, all that. But for now, thank you for joining. Thanks for sharing your practice. As we say in the old time, namaste.